Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P Fong, thinking right out here in my lab, and I'm back in the book. I'm going to take this one lesson right here. I'm going to do my preaching today. I'm going to take this information and make a lesson out of it, okay? It won't be a whole bunch of drawn out stuff. It's going to be this lesson. I'm going to break it down. Hopefully you'll get it nice and clear, because I like stuff like this. Me a chance to do what I do, teach and inform you about you. Let's rock. Right is 25 rule to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. And my message is, there's a message in my stories for life. I give life lessons. You tune into receiving them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission, and that's what I'm on, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline, practice daily, will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is, know thyself. See where we're going with this? Let's get there together. So I asked the question, do you know you? Oh, you will when I'm through, because that's what I do. It's rhetorical, but if you know how to answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. How can awaken them? I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself and to Maya, be true. Right thinkers, let's talk about the 7 souls of Ra, ignorant, and the 7 serpents, knowledge. Those are parts of you that represents you with decision making for yourself. And it's real simple on both sides. See if I can break it down where it makes a little sense. As I read it, learn it, I can put it to a lesson now. This is the body. And inside the body, we got the 7 chakras. Okay, we call them serpent power because the Kundalini serpent goes up to each one of these to come up to awaken you. But that's what being conscious, gaining knowledge, living right. And the only way you can activate the serpent that's in you is through righteous living. It automatically happens when you live right. So that's the built-in mechanism for righteous living. It'll happen automatically. That's why some people live right and don't know when they awaken, because it happens, they don't know. They're just living right. Okay? But with knowledge and understanding and studying and practice, you'll smooth right on into what? Consciousness, waking up, so to speak. So let's start from the bottom level. You got the Kemetic system. Kemet means before the Greeks came and called us Egyptians. So when you hear me use the word Kemet, that means the original. That's the first. Energy centers of what they call Safak Bara or Safak Ujat. The Ujat is the serpent, okay? We got Apophis, a serpent. I got some stuff for you about the serpent. We really got a misinterpretation about the serpent. Let's start with the good part about the serpent. That one that's in you, that's coiled 3.5 times in the sacrum, in the root chakra, just waiting to get activated and start going up. Let's start from the bottom up. The first one, the first level, on the ignorant side, the first level for you are fear, survival, fight or flight. I'm here, but I need to just survive, okay? That's first level, ignorance, right? And on the intelligence side, it says, number 1, I am sustained and provided for by the self. Remember, it's saying an enlightened person realize what sustains them. What's this? An ignorant person is fear, and all they worry about is what? Surviving. The next level, your sexuality and your creativity becomes prevalent to you in your life. When we start growing up, puberty was, So all those things become part of life, and it's part of growing up, okay? The other side, the meditative principle, the enlightened conscious person on the second level, I will control and harness my sexual and creative positive thoughts, feelings, and impressions. Meaning they're gathering themselves, they're putting themselves together from a different aspect. When you have knowledge, you can do that. Without knowledge, all you want around is creating babies and doing a bunch of crazy nonsense. That's at the second level. You're still on what we call lower level. The idea to reach the seventh level. We at number 3 now. Third level for the ignorant person, just ordinary, who got no knowledge of self in the world. Power and control over others. That's the third level. Now you done figured out how to manipulate people. Okay? That's the ego starting to exercise its right there. Third level on the meditative principle side, I will understand my full potential to serve others. You start to realize that it ain't just about you, and you can help others. Why? You got skill. You got skills to pay the bills. Back in the day, you had skills, you bought it. You got this, I can do that, I can do that. An electrician and a plumber can work together to build a house. Okay? Working together and playing a role, bringing something to the table, we can all eat. That's the concept at the third level. So as Masons, 3 degrees. Now you got understanding, you got sexual concept going on, you got your manipulation thing going on, the ego's pretty much in control, but you're still on what? The beastly level. You acting on instinct, not knowledge. When you acquire knowledge at number 4, on the ignorant side, you become what? You show universal love. You start realizing, I feel good about everybody, I love everybody. And that's okay, that's cool. But what happens when people who just generally have kind hearts and show love, people use them? Again, love and caring about others and freely don't get you nothing but hurt. Why? Because people are going to use that against you. When you put knowledge with that love, watch this, on the right side, I love and care for others and not just myself. Start out with self and you care for others. Why? You're reaching out and going outstanding yourself. But you have to know who? The needy from the greedy. With wisdom, you'll know. Okay? That's the difference. Blindly, faith don't get you nothing but loss, hurt, and in trouble. Number 5, self-control, right there. You, at the 5th level, you have to understand you control you. A lot of us get self-control confused with what ego and all the other stuff. Self-control is putting the ego in check. Don't let it call the shots. Okay? On the other side, number 5 is I have the power to control what? My own destiny. Start taking control of your situations. Hello. I just gave you a lesson about doing what's right or doing the right thing becomes your thing. That's because you choose to what? Do the right thing. All those who go to God, that's what happens. They choose to do what's right. Whatever you call it, Jesus Christ, Buddha, Allah, don't make a difference. But your choice is what? To do to serve a higher power within yourself. Knowing that there is a yourself. The idea is what? To know that what? For yourself. I'm taking you through the things you need to understand at the 6th level with self-control. Now you realize you have the power over yourself. Again, you're gaining what? Consciousness, awareness of what? Self. You're still growing. 6th level, the transcendental awareness. Waking up, becoming conscious of what? Something that's within you is carrying and helping you. You're starting to become conscious of what? Your higher self, a.k.a., we're going to say that for last. On the meditative principle side, the enlightened side, you begin to realize that the 6th element, fire, 1, air, 2, water, 3, earth, 4, heaven, 5. 6 is when spirit becomes matter, man. Asar represents that in the flesh. At 6, you become what? Spirit and matter have the same source. Ding, 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 ding. Third eye awakening. You start to realize, yeah. The transcendental change from the caterpillar to the butterfly. Once you go into the cocoon of transcendental awareness, you're starting to figure things out for yourself, you're going to come out a changed person. And the 7th round is union with the cosmic self. You found God. on your terms, your way, through what? Progressing, paying attention, and learning. On the other side, the enlightened being realizes, at the 7th level, know what he's saying now? Remember, in the beginning, at 1, I am sustained and provided for by the self, right? At the 7th level, after living, doing, and being the serpent, waking Kundalini, and hitting on every level as you go up, perfecting it, mastering it, and raising your consciousness, you now say, I am the self, meaning I know thyself. I know me are the same. In the beginning, it said that, but you got to prove it for yourself by living it, manifesting it, and it will happen for you just that way. Even on the unenlightened side, you're going to go through some transformation, and if you learn to pay attention, life will give you lessons that you can learn. I'm just trying to help you along the way. But again, no matter how good I teach, experience is always the best teacher. I'm just trying to prepare you for your experience. That's all. That's it. You got to have your own experience. I don't control that, but I want you to be prepared for it. That's what teaching and right thinking philosophy is, preparing you to what? Know you. If you do the things you need to do, that's exactly what will happen. And with the serpent concept, we have the Kundalini serpent. Okay, you got the giant Apophis, which represents chaos and darkness. Okay, but let me give you a quick lesson about the serpent and the sacred cat. Oh, I love this one. You ever seen a cat and a snake? A little kitten don't make a difference. Young kitten don't make a difference. When the snake come up, the cat just chill. He ain't even paying attention to him. He don't even flinch when he come up, right? And the reason being, the cat's reaction time is 20 times faster than the serpent's. When he raised up, and when he's go to do that, cat just dip back out the way, jump out the way, get out the way. They can't catch him. But the cat, slap the crap out, back up, So, yeah. And on here, he carry a knife. Let me read this to you. This is a good myth. I love this one. Because when Apophis is in the doo-wop, that giant Apophis, rise in the doo-wop, Apophis is the doo-wop. He encompasses all of that. So, yeah, he a big dude, okay? But from ancient times, the serpent had been seen as the very embodiment of what? Evil. Not so fast, my friend. Again, and the reason being, no doubt, this is because of what? Its power to inflict pain and death. Serpent power, same power. Okay, when you can kill and heal, that's power, okay? The serpent had that power. And this aspect, remember, it's an aspect that most heavenly popularized by who? The evil serpent and what? The Christian Bible. But we have Apophis. We know about the serpent. But Apophis wanted to go back to the noon where everything was quiet, nothing's going on. Ra didn't want that, so that's the conflict. Now you got day and night, okay? That's the story of everybody's life. It started then and it's still going on. The serpent play a big role in that. He gets to be the bad guy, and also inside you, he's a good guy. That's the concept. But remember, however, the mystical teachings reveal that this serpent of darkness represents ignorant, is indeed what? That same energy of the serpent power. I just told you that, okay? However, since it is not controlled, remember your ego is unharnessed. It ain't cool. It's not, it's just what it is. And that's all it's gonna be. With control of it, it will do whatever you need it to do. Same thing with the serpent power. Since it is not controlled or guided by what? Wisdom, now it manifests in the form of sinfulness and negative aspects of one's mind, which leads to what? Anger, hatred, greed, lust, selfishness, etc. What that sound like? The ego. Yeah, they're one and the same, pretty much, okay? We didn't have a devil. Evil was things that went against Maya. Chaos against order. It's fit. So it is important to what? Understand that the battle is where? Within yourself. I tell you, you got the appendage where you got Haru and Set on the same body. I had them in somewhere. And that's what we got to be aware of. Why? It's inside you. He ain't outside you. Just like God is in you, the devil's in there doing his thing. That's you, your ego, your identity. We like to give them different names. The idea to understand. How about that? So it is important to understand what? That the battle is within yourself. You must now strive to what? Oppose what? Negativity and promote what? What is positive, righteousness, and good. Virtue is all good things. What I'm saying, I just gave the lesson. When you make doing the right thing, your thing, you doing God's work. And this will now allow you to what? Succeed in submitting the serpent power within oneself. What? The negative aspect, your lower nature, set, the ego. The cat is considered to be a sacred animal. Why? Because it exemplifies the energy in nature, by nature, which is inimical to the serpent of evil. Good will always outmaneuver evil. It's built that way, but they pretty much share the same thing. You got to be careful because you're the deciding factor of what? Being good or doing evil. Again, you're the deciding factor. And they use the cat. The cat name is Mao, M-A-U, Mao. Is seen as an aspect, again, of who? The goddess Hathor, who came down, Ra's his daughter, who came to what? Kill all the unrighteous. God don't care about people who don't worship him. That's why he don't bless the unrighteous. Why? You ain't part of him. He ain't with you. Understand that. So when he sent his daughter to kill them, she got caught up in killing everybody. That's a story, another story. But it also shows you that God has destructive forces. For what? Evil. And who is herself considered the who? The Ujat, the I, as well as Arat, which is the fiery serpent who has the power from Ra that can burn up evil and ignorance, hence light. And with the negative aspects of the mind, knowledge will supersede ignorance. If you're egoistic, you're ran by your ego, you need knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Why? To put the ego in check. Why? It don't have that. And if you led by your ego, you don't have that. That's why. Also, the cat concept is also related to what? The lioness Sekhmet. Okay? Thus, this is why there are what? Many scenes in the ancient Egyptian book of Coming Forth by Day, which depicts what? Your spiritual aspirant or the cat in doing battle against what? The serpent fiend, aka the serpent snake. Thus, the cat principles, which are, watch this one, what you understand. The cat principles are agility, fierceness, poise, strength, and determination. So he don't give a damn about that serpent. He's faster, quicker, stronger in every aspect. It don't move him, okay? There's no fear of the serpent in the cat. And did you know cats are the only animals that have a pineal gland? A little tidbit, I'm a cat lover, so I got a few things about cats here. And that's one of them. Why? God communicates with them. And it's been shown through the Egyptians been having cats. If you kill the cat, Egyptian, that's like killing a human being. That's like a black man killing a white person. Oh, you gonna pay for that. So yeah, cats was important. But they are important to what? The serpent power. Because they combat. Everything the serpent represents, cat can outdo it. And this is your spirit concept. You, the spiritual aspirant, you should develop these what? Characteristics, aspects in yourself, in your character, in order to what? Face the negative aspects of one's mind. With knowledge of self, understanding each animal has a gift that God gave it. We took that gift and took it and used it for our purpose, one more noble and glorious purpose, have understanding of what? Ourselves. These are all aspects of us. And you see here, it says the cat defeating the serpent of darkness. The serpent was considered darkness. Cat was considered light, knowledge. Anything that's opposite or opposing what's bad, it's got to be good. Now, I did good. This is what I wanted to get to. I'm going to wrap this up with this. See here? It says these are all serpent concepts. Right there. Egyptian goddess. We still use this as the caduceus. Okay, the modern caduceus. This is the ancient one with Tahuti holding the staff of Asar, Aset, and Nephtet. That's what that represents. Same here. Asar, Nephtet, and Aset. Come into knowledge. Serpent power has been around. They respected the serpent. And in India, serpent can do no wrong. Okay, they deified the serpent. Let me give you a quick rundown of the image of the serpent power of our ancient Commissions. Egyptian serpent goddess. The women was the serpent and the men was frogs. Okay, different aspect, different concepts. They understood that symbolically. And you got Earth, Heka, the cobra goddess. Again, the female represented motion. When they played the flute, that's the woman. That's the serpent power. It's considered the female power aspect. The male part is the other side, the force. Okay, we got the modern caduceus. You got the two serpents. You see me doing this all the time. That's Neptet and Aset going up, waking up. Who? Asar in you. Asar represents your brain. Oh, I got another lesson. I just get all kind of information, and it all breaks down the symbolism of our ancient Egyptian concept. Everybody had to understand that. Everybody got to break down, and some of them is right, some of them they make up as they go. So my thing is to try to clarify the best I could with what I know about mine. And you see here, Tahuti holding the caduceus. All right, Tahuti wielding the caduceus, composed of what? 2 Uraeus. Remember, Uraeus is the serpents, the female. Ujat and Nekhepet, which is really Aset and Neptet. Okay? They do a lot of stuff. Aspects of your character. They compose different aspects of your character. And right here, you see this one? This is my favorite. This sign right here, that's Aset. See the sun disc? See the horns? That represents the female aspect of power. Arat, that's the Arat. Arat, which is the serpent power, also known to goddess Aset. Okay? 2 of them is Aset and Neptet. And down here you see another god, serpent god, right here. They use serpents for everything. They understood the power. Remember, serpent had 2 penises and 2 tongues. Some people like that idea, but I'll show you one right here. He dressed in all his regalia. At the left, the serpent goddess Nehepeka, who assists Anubis in what? In the reconstructing of the body of Asar. When they had to bring him back, put him together again, the serpent was there helping out. That's what they showed you. And I got another one right here, last one. The Netter Ankh. Right here. Serpent, right? What's what it says? Netter Ankh is the god of life, the power, okay, who helps the spiritual aspirant on their journey through the netherworld, aka the Duat, okay? The Duat, or the underworld, is the realm of illusion and darkness, but in order to discover peace and joy, Asar, it is necessary to what? Successfully traverse through the Duat. That means when you're going down there, you need to know what you need to know, or you won't make it out. Well, I gotta go through it every night. And here's another one. I like this one here. This is Anubis taking care of the snake. Okay? This is in Thebes, God rides what? His serpent back up to heaven. If you count the stars, it's 12 of them. Okay? 12 is significant. And for y'all, I'm not a neurologist, I'm not a brain surgeon, but I just found out that we had 12 compartments to the brain. I didn't know that. Again, people who study and know that. I'm just going by what I learned, and I said that 12 is important. Why? It means it's you, your thought process, and what's going on upside your head. And it says right here, Ampu is the aspect of your warrior in you who fights against what? The enemies of who? Asar, darkness, serpents of darkness and ignorance. Knowledge enemy is what? Ignorance. Set, the ego, represents that. Aset represents wisdom. They natural enemies. Anubis, discernment, he can't stand the ego, okay? And above, I just showed you a picture. The Theban tomb, the ancient Egypt, the serpent power is like a vehicle through which your consciousness rises to the heavenly levels. Again, the Kundalini, they know that. They had every aspect and concept to break it down for you. Why? Because they didn't want the masses to have the information, so they decoded it and they symbolized it. I'm starting to see why. Yeah, this information ain't for everybody. I'm convinced of that. What else I got in here? We pretty much done with that one. I might just squeeze one more lesson in here. Whenever you see a circle, this is a schematic. Trying to break down right quick. This is the self. The physical body is the outer shell. The astral body nervous system is the inner shell. The mind and conscious and the senses are here, the casual, and this is the self. You have to go through all of these to get back home. Physicality in the physical body is the test for the spirit and the consciousness to become one in the physical body in order to go home. Okay, it forgets itself when it comes in the physical form. That's the concept. God sends the spirit out and we get out here and lose ourselves and forget who we are. So the goal is to what? Remember ourselves to go back home. Right quick, let me see if I can break this down for you. I just showed you a schematic. It says, below you see the two-dimensional schematic drawing of the subtle human constitution, how the body's physical body is made, and its relation to what? The self, aka the soul, the spirit that's in us. The self is every individual that emanates the life force energy, which creates and sustains the three bodies, the casual, astral, and the physical. That's the spirit that's in us. Understand that. The casual body, it consists of what? Unconscious mind and the sum total of your karmic impressions. It keeps records, which imply an individual to have what? Desires, aspirations, what drives you. It is the plane where the veil of ignorance sustains the illusion of what? Separation, me, I, the individual, from the self and the notion of egoism and individuality. Your astral body is composed of your mind and the senses of the physical body. When the physical body goes to sleep, you go into the astral plane. You don't need the physical body, okay? The physical body is the grossest visible manifestation of the life force energy through increasingly more dense, condensed, subtle matter, meaning spirit comes to matter in the physical body. That's who we are. But we got to go from physicality back to what? Spirit. What? Becoming conscious. So when the physical body dies, the spirit can go back to its maker. That's a philosophical concept. Trying to make it simple for you. Let me wrap it up. Now, this life force, serpent power, again, energy originates from the self. Hello? In the process of creation and returns to the self in the process of what they call dissolution. Okay, going back to where you come from. The ego will submit to the higher self and acquiesce. Therefore, the serpent power, aka yoga, is the process of causing your energy to become internalized, waking it up, and to return to its source rather than being externalized in the realm of time and space of the three bodies. So when you're in the physical form, we're limited. But what's in the body is not. What's consciously, the conscious don't care about time and space. Again, it's all unlimited. Only thing limited is the physical body. Everything else is unlimited. But when your spirit, your serpent power is cultivated, educated, enlightened, and when you direct it through the physical and the astral bodies, studying mind, body, and soul, physical, studying, praying, meditating, working out. And its journey ends when what? When it pierces through the casual body and now reveals the true self to you, the individual, aka knowing thyself, reaching the house, spiritual enlightenment, awakened, anointed, Christhood, whatever you want to call it. But that's only done the work that you put in for making it happen. And when this occurs, watch this, your casual, astral, and physical body, mind, body, and spirit, as is this dissolved since what? The consciousness of unity with the divine has replaced the conscious of being what? An individual. I, me, the ego, personality. You now become one with God. That's knowing thyself. That's the lesson. I hope I made it clear to you. Get the concept and understanding. That's what I'm trying to get to you. Practice what? Serpent power, the Kundalini. Rise your consciousness. Be a better person. And that happens from what? Living, right? So, again, when you're doing the right thing, your thing, you'll be rewarded for that. Trust me, I am. That's the lesson. I got to go. Hope you enjoyed it. Right things. May you all live to be 100, me, 100 minus a day. So I never know that my right thinkers who starting to get understanding of who they are passed away. I'll be back.